know New Era cap is the official headwear of the NBA, NFL, and Major League Baseball, but when I'm watching my Chiefs play, those boys are wearing something different on the sidelines. What's up with that?
That's right, the NFL players, they love wearing this 39-30 stretch. So the features on this cap, it's quite interesting because you've still got the shallow crown, but it's still structured. You've got the pre-curved visor, the iconic sticker. But the main thing here is that this is stretch. It has give in it. You see who is wearing it right now. You can see the shape of the cap. It's got that nice low crown, a little bit like a low profile.
But still structured enough to where it's going to keep its shape.
Absolutely, absolutely structured at the front. But yeah, as I say, the key thing here is that this has stretch and give in it. It makes it really, really comfortable.
For sure. Now, with it being stretch, is it one size fits most, or do you still have to find your size in these?
It's much easier. It works small, medium, medium, large, large, extra large. So just because it doesn't stretch that much to so many different head shapes, but within a certain area, it will stretch to fit your head, super comfy. And although we talked about this being really popular with NFL players, we offer this through all leagues, all logos. It's a popular fit. It's particularly popular with fans. I don't know why, but sports fans really, really like this shape.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the style. That's the 39-30.
So we've been talking about so many different styles and silhouettes, and these look vastly different from everything we've talked about today. What are we looking at now?
Yeah, these are very different actually. This is the 920 that comes in both the men's and a women's silhouette. So this is the 920 men's silhouette, and the big difference with this cap from what we've been looking at before is this fits really close to the head.
Right.
There's very little structure, almost nothing in the front of the crown. If you look at Boo, he's got this cap on now, and you can see how it really sits flat. It's probably the most angled to the front of his head. It still has a pre-curved visor. The fabrication is normally a little bit softer within this cap. It has the adjustable strap at the back. And over here with Morgan, you'll see the women's style. And there's not a huge amount of difference. It's slightly shallower.
I was going to say, it looks like it's a little bit, you know, lower to the head.
Yeah, which works really well for girls and women. And it's a little bit shorter in the visor as well.
Okay. And they got that cute little baby New Era sticker on
Yeah, that is true. That is nice. It's very nice. We made it just a little bit smaller. Yeah, it's really good. So, like I say, this is that much lower profile, fits right with the head. This is much easier to travel with, work with. It's kind of softer. You can crush it up a little bit. It won't lose its shape too much.
And I feel like that also may give it a bit of character too.
It certainly does. You know, these caps wear down, the fabrics wear down, they wash in really nicely. People they have them for a long, long time. Very often it gets distressed around here and people like that. It's seen that it's had a lot of love and attention. So, yeah, that's the 920 for guys and the 920 for women.
All right, now this looks very similar to what we just saw. What is this and what's the difference between the two?
There are differences, it's quite subtle, but this is our newest style, the Casual Classic. So the main difference with this cap is the fabrication and how soft it is.
Okay.
So you'll see, I don't have to do much to it for this cap to completely collapse. So there's no structure whatsoever in the front.
Right.
It still fits really close to the head. So you'll see the guys have come in, Morgan, if you look at the way Morgan's wearing it, really closely fitted to the head. You can see how soft it is.
Right.
Actually, if you look at the back, it's great for
the ponytail.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it looks really good on Boo too. I feel like with it, you know, not being so structured and having kind of like a flimsy feel, it actually sits really well on top of the head.
Really, really close to the head, super comfy. This is really easy to travel with, use. We see people, you can fold
literally ball it up.
You can fold it up, you put it in your pocket, and it come back, it's exactly the same cap.
That's crazy.
You can't do that with the structured cap, of course.
Right. And this is another one I feel like once it starts to fray around the ends and you fold it and kind of gets more character, it becomes even more unique and more
really lived in. People love it the way it wears and gets really lived in. Yeah, it's a really successful, it's a new style for us. It's had an amazing reaction, and I say just that super soft kind of look and feel to it. Very different to what we've been looking at before. Yeah, this is a great new cap for us, and we like to say this is your new old favorite cap.
Now, New Era cap, obviously you got caps on lock. We looked at all kinds of caps today, but these are definitely not caps.
No, these are definitely not caps. We actually offer a wide variety of knit beanies, and we've got you covered all year round. So this is our classic pom beanie. It can be worn up quite high.
Right.
It still looks really good. You can see Morgan's come in and Boo's come in. You can see that's being worn. It's a great style, super popular. Really, the one Morgan's wearing, really chunky, really great for cold weather. Not everyone likes the pom, so we've got quite an interesting thing that we can do. You can just go right in here and you snip one thread, and it's a removable pom.
So it doesn't ruin the
Doesn't ruin
beanie
it at all. Just looks like a normal beanie, but without the pom, and then you have like a pom. You can do anything.
You do
with the pom,
whatever you want to.
Whatever you want. You can't put it back on. So,
Good to know.
But no, people love that because it means they can buy and change the knit into however they want to do it.
Most definitely. Now I was looking at this one. What's the deal with this? Because this has like a fleece lining on the inside. Do they all come this way, or?
They don't all come that way. We do offer quite a few that way. People really like it. I think you talked about it earlier that super soft, really comfy around the ears and the forehead.
Yeah.
So perfect for deep winter. Not all of them come that way, but a lot of them do.
Okay.
So,
And are these the only two knit offerings you have, or is there something more basic?
No, we have a cuff beanie, and Morgan and Boo are going to put these on for us. Much cleaner, really simple. These two just have the New Era flag logo on, but you can see these can be worn different ways. Morgan's wearing hers quite high up, so you've got quite a bit of knit at the top. You can also wear it like this, or even pull it right low down. So there's a real kind of flexibility.
And it's really dope because you still have the New Era flag on there, but you can run it on the front or keep it traditional and wear it on the side, just like on the fitted caps.
Yeah, it's really flexible, really flexible. These are great, really clean, simple knits.
All right, so rounding it out, as you mentioned earlier, a hat is something that you wear on your head. And again, this is definitely not a cap. So what do you guys got going on here?
Yeah, well, as we've seen, we make loads of caps, we make beanies, and we also make bucket hats. This is one of our bucket hat styles. We have lots of silhouettes that we do. We sometimes have a shorter brim or a deeper crown. They also come in lots of different fabrications for the different weather types. These are great for summer, also great for deep winter. I think the interesting thing with this is inside here, this is actually a stretch fabric and has a stretch headband. It's also got a removable drawstring inside, so you can have that. If you look at the models, so you've got Morgan wearing this style, the drawstring's been removed.
Right.
And with Boo, we've still got the drawstring there, but you can see how these look. Again, you can style them differently.
It gives them both a completely different look when you take that drawstring away.
Yeah, and you can have it down low, or you can push it back. So lots of flexibility with these styles. As I say, we have a bunch of these, a variety of different shapes and fabrications.
This has been such an informative day because, for me as the average consumer, I look at New Era as the originator of the 5950 fitted cap. That's what I know, that's what I love, but there are so many different styles, so many different ways to kind of make it your own. So thank you so much for bringing all this to the surface and really helping to get this figured out. Thank you, Mark, I appreciate it. And thank you, Boo and Morgan, for joining us today and being our models and really getting everything set up for us. This was very nice to have you here to visually represent what we were talking about, so thank you both. And thank all of you at home for tuning in. As you can see, New Era Cap has you covered with a wide variety of styles and silhouettes. I learned a lot today, so I hope you did as well. Once again, from Mark, Boo, Morgan, I'm Steezus. Make sure you shop all these styles and find the perfect hat for you at neweracap.com.